Serial killers aren't exactly known for making good decisions, but among their worst decisions is sending messages. Messages from serial killers are usually either to confess their crimes or to taunt police. They give a chilling glimpse into the mind of a murderer, and some of them might surprise you. While investigating Jack the Ripper, local police received hundreds of letters, many of which from people claiming to be the murderer. Most letters were obviously fake, but some are thought to be genuine. The most famous was sent along with a human kidney. It reads like this: "From hell, Mr. Lusk, sir, I send you half the kidney I took from one woman. Preserved it for you to the pierce, I fried and ate. It was nice. I may send you the bloody knife that took it out if you only wait a while longer. Signed, catch me when you can, Mr. Lusk." It was received by George Lusk, who was the head of a neighborhood watch. Dennis Rader was a serial killer known by his signature, BTK. That's how he would sign off the many letters he sent to the police. It was these letters that eventually led to his capture and conviction on 10 murders. One of his letters read like this: "When this monster enter my brain, I will never know, but it here to stay. Society can be thankful that there are ways for people like me to relieve by daydreams of some victim being torture. It's a big complicated game, my friend, of the monster play putting victims number down. Follow them, checking up on them, waiting in the dark, waiting. Maybe you can stop him, I can't. He has already chosen his next victim." Known as the Unabomber, Ted Kaczynski killed several people with homemade bombs. He sent copies of his manifesto to newspapers and demanded they publish it. If the manifesto wasn't published, he would send bombs to more people. The manifesto was 35,000 words long, but here is a small segment. "We think that the decisive role played by feelings of inferiority, low self-esteem, powerlessness, identification with victims by people who are not themselves victims, is a peculiarity of modern leftism. Identification with victims by people not themselves victims can be seen to some extent in 19th century leftism." The Long Island serial killer has claimed 17 victims, but still police have no idea who he is. After murdering Melissa Barthélemy, he contacted her younger sister with her phone. He asked if he was speaking to Melissa's sister, and then he called her a whore. In the coming weeks, he would call several more times to engage in similar conversations, but he would never stay on the phone long enough for police to determine his location. As an unidentified serial killer, he could be anywhere. In murdering 6 people, David Berkowitz came to be known as the Son of Sam. For a whole year, he terrorized New York with his killing spree. After being arrested, he claims to have been just obeying the orders of a demon. He said the demon had possessed his next-door neighbor's dog, and that's how they communicated. He also claims to have been part of a satanic cult who helped him look for his victims. At crime scenes, he would leave messages for police to find. Things like, "I am the monster. I am the Son of Sam." He is known to have enjoyed the media attention his messages received. Last month, a Bangladeshi man and his wife were found shot dead in California. Their 2 sons were soon arrested for committing the murder. No one's really sure why they did it, but they left 2 messages at the crime scene. The first message read, "Sorry my first kill was so clumsy." The second read, "I can't be like you," telling a lie. It's a strange case. Darius Kotwica has been called Europe's first serial killer. He commits murders all across Europe rather than in just 1 or 2 countries. He was recently caught after killing 6 people in 6 countries. And strangely, he would carve messages into his victim's skin for police to discover. The messages told that he enjoys torturing people before they die. Other messages told that he was forced to commit murder by voices in his head. Much like David Berkowitz, he believed the voices were from an evil demon commanding him. Some of the messages were just random words that don't make any sense when put together. There is an unidentified serial killer known as the original Night Stalker. He killed at least 10 and raped at least 50. In 1977, he wrote a series of letters to newspapers. In the letters were poems like this one: "To make a movie of my life that will pay for my planned exile. Just now I'd like to add the wife of a mafia lord to my file. Your East End rapist and deserving pest. See you in the press or on TV." The Zodiac Killer took at least 5 lives, but he claimed 37 victims. It was the late 1960s, and he sent 4 encrypted messages to local newspapers. Only one of the messages has been solved, and we can't be sure what the others say. The killer said that solving the messages would reveal his identity, but he's never been identified. This is how the deciphered letter starts and ends. "I like killing people because it is so much fun. It is more fun than killing wild game in the forests, because man is the most dangerous animal of all. You will try and slow down or stop my collecting of slaves for my afterlife." Eddie Seda was a copycat killer who modeled himself on the Zodiac. In the early 90s, he sent messages to local newspapers. In them, he declared himself the Zodiac and said he would kill 12 people, 1 for each Zodiac symbol. In reality, he only managed to kill 3. He was arrested after attacking his own sister, and police recognized his handwriting from the letters.